Hello, everyone. As we have been discussing for the past quite a while, interest rates, that Bank of Canada is going to increase the interest rates, or are they going to keep the same? So finally, it seems like that the time has come now that Bank of Canada is going to put pause on increasing interest rates. Now, we don't want them to increase interest rates. There are so many different things that are going on, but at the same time, it's all numbers game. So we know that, the inflation, it has been quite high, and obviously we can feel the pinch when we're going to grocery stores. We know that they're quite expensive right now. And at the same time, the Bank of Canada was trying to actually bring the inflation rates down, and it seems like finally the things have started to work. And in month of October, our inflation was at 3.1%, which was quite a significant decrease from month of September. So as the data shows that inflation is getting under control, Bank of Canada will not increase the interest rate. So that's what it seems like. Now we know that the announcement is coming tomorrow, and it is widely expected that Bank of Canada will just hold the rates at 5% tomorrow. Now, there are so many different news that are coming out that what are we expecting, when will they start actually decreasing the interest rates? That is again, even though it is widely expected in the industry that the interest rates will start coming down sometimes next year, most probably close to the third quarter. That is in like somewhere close to August or September, somewhere there. So how is it going to affect the real estate market? Now, as we know, there is a significant shift in real estate market in Toronto, Vancouver area, and also even in Edmonton. I was looking at today Edmonton's numbers. Actually, the real estate market overall is slowing down basically everywhere else, but not here in Calgary. And the reason, obviously, we know that there are so many people that are moving here. I bet you that you even know people that want to move to Calgary, and just because the prices are more affordable and they have more family members here, and it is such a beautiful city right here in the foothills. So, but again, at the end of the day, it is all numbers game. So if the inflation stays down, then Bank of Canada will actually start decreasing interest rates, most probably in the third quarter. But otherwise, actually, they might actually keep them at around 5% for a longer period of time. And when they start decreasing those interest rates, just keep this in mind. It's not going to be like, okay, they're dropping it by 1% or so. They could be just like coming down in quarters, and that will again depend upon the data at that time, which way the market is going. So it seems like we have avoided the recession part, the big R part, so hopefully everything starts to move in the right direction. The other thing we also need to keep in mind that the unemployment rate, especially in Calgary, is around 6.1%. It is sitting actually plus minus figures to 6% for the past quite a while. But obviously we know that some of the companies are moving actually here to Calgary and also Edmonton. And you guys probably have read that news where they're saying that, clean tech energy companies are actually looking for opportunity in Calgary and Edmonton. So that was quite big as well. So hopefully that actually also starts to get on positive side. So before I get into numbers, I just want to talk about in general what's happening around us, and that is about the real estate market, the way it is going right now. So we know we've been struggling with inventory in Calgary for quite a while now, even though the new listings have started to improve in the market. The inventory is still quite down. And here's what I really wanted to share something with you. So I had the opportunity on last weekend to go and shop around for new homes for some of my clients and my relatives as well. And I just couldn't believe. I could not believe that there was not even actually, enough parking spaces available, especially in Cornerstone, that there were so many, they were so busy. Like, I mean, in every show home that I walked in, there were like 3, 4 groups easily, and even more. And in some of the show homes, I couldn't even get the area managers to discuss anything. They were just so busy talking to other families that I just couldn't wait. Like, I waited like 10, 15 minutes in some of them, and I couldn't actually wait any longer, and I had to leave. And that is one thing that we need to keep in mind. And the reason behind that is that in the northeast part, just actually when we're talking about inside the Stony Trail, so we know that Savannah is there's not much left. Like, even though they're still building houses, there not much left. Cityscape is a Madme home. Madme is the developer there. They're developing that community. But other than that, the only other community that is left is Cornerstone. And it feels like, they started building homes in Cornerstone like yesterday. They're already in their 15th phase right now. And it just went like so quick. So when I was there, I felt like that, there were still a lot of people that are moving to Calgary. They were there shopping for houses. And a lot of Calgarians who wanted to upgrade were in that community. And when we're talking about east side, on the other side of Stony, only Homestead is the other community, which is a very small community that is building houses, and there is nothing else. So either people will have to make a move like to the other side in Livingston, close to Northwest, Livingston, Carrington, or Ambleton. Those are the new communities, and there are so many other communities being built in the south and even in Chestermere. But I just could not believe that there were just so many people shopping for houses in Cornerstone. So the other part that I want to say to everybody who is a first-time home buyer right now, we all know that the mortgage interest rates are high, no doubt about that, and inventory levels are low. So when you're looking for a house that is like even 500, 550,000, I can tell you right now that because inventory is low and there are so many buyers sitting in Calgary, that by the time the interest rates start to drop, you won't find anything. We're already struggling to begin with. So I understand that there are the houses that are above 700, 800,000. Those ones are not moving as quickly, and price adjustments are being done to sell them. But when it comes to anything like even below 600,000, like I could not believe that detached laned homes in those communities are selling like above 600. They're like 650,000. So 600,000. So keep that part in mind. If you are a first-time home buyer and you are expecting that you will only get into the market when the interest rates come down, you will be most likely out of luck, just because we don't have enough houses for all the people that are coming in. So keep that part in mind. So now let's just get back to numbers. Again, we have our sales in Calgary have been really like going up every month compared to last year. So when it comes to total sales, we had 1,783 sales, which was an increase of almost 9% compared to last November, which is very significant. Keep that in mind. As I mentioned, our new listings have started to improve. We had 2,227 new units that came up for sale. That was about 38%, more than 38% increase compared to last November.